So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مدد يا سلطان الأولياء، مدد يا سلطان الأنبياء، مدد يا محمد مصطفى دستوري، يا شاه مردان، يا سيدنا علي, يا Imam Hussein, ya Imam Hassan. Welcome to this channel. Sophistic Mystic broadcasting to you. Again from the mountain. Yes. Back on the mountains. Today on a very interesting topic. We might make a little smudging. That is not enough. Right. The number 72. What is the number 72 about? Today also on the day, new moon, pretty precise. Yeah, okay, it's a little later, but new moon, very interesting astrological time. New moon, at the same time conjuncting, so sun, moon, Mercury conjunction, opposite Uranus. What does that mean? We don't know. There will be explanation later a little bit. But very interesting new moon, because it's also in the Suqut al-Qamar, which is the detriment of the moon, right? Where there are also different hadiths, traditions of the Prophet about it. Yes. Today we're gonna also have a little bit of a, yes, as you see, it's very like a ritual. Once again, we will have the intention at the end. I will burn one talisman for the benefit of all the viewers here, yes, for the intention of the name which is connected to the 72, which we will now dive into, right? So, what is 72? So, first of all, you have the 72, I mean, it's, I guess in the title already, 72 demons of Solomon, 72 sects, yes, as it was said by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and 72 what was it? Yes, martyrs of Imam Hussein. Right. And these, let's begin with the 72 demons of Suleiman, which he controlled. He had control over it. These are actually from the Shayateen, right? So he had this seal, the epic seal, through which he could control these entities, these archetypes of evil, right? And after his death, we know the story. It appeared to them as he was still living, because he died on his throne, and so they continued to serve him. And this is a very interesting also metaphor for our different life paths, because there are certain things maybe going in our lives which are actually already closed, yes? Not only the lives, but also in the world in general, right? So maybe certain things are already sealed, they are over, but they still continue due to cell memory, due to whatever, repetition, and humans also are, as jinns also are, creatures of habits, right? So although certain things might already be finished in the world, like if we talk also in terms of system and thought patterns, it still might appear that it's continuing. Yeah, because they still, like also our thoughts, they have this thought, way of thinking, that okay, it was like this and now it continues. We have to adapt maybe to a new reality. and also in personal lives. I mean, maybe there is something finished already months or years ago, but still we are trying, in a way, going for that. We are keeping in that rhythm, which was bad for us, right? So yes, and they have been still serving Solomon after his death, because they thought he was still alive, and they were afraid, okay, if they go away, they will be punished or whatever, right? Because he had control over them through this seal. Yes, and as I say in many other videos, there's not only one seal of Solomon, but there are many seals, right? Especially in this tradition, we have many seals, so there can be many things described as the seal of Solomon. There's the lower seal of Solomon, the greater seal of Solomon, the seal of Solomon, which is based on the Bismillah Rahman Rahim. And they have different powers and properties, right? And to a different extent, they can protect from these 72 entities, archetypes. Yeah, we can psychologically also talk on archetypes, because when we come to the next topic, which are the 72 sects, right? It's not, I would claim, like people imagine it, oh, there is a group, and here is a group, and the ones are misled. It's not like, okay, this is the Christianity, this is the Islam, this is the Sufism, this is the Buddhism, and one of them is misled or so. Okay, enough smudging for today. No, it's more so that these have to be thought patterns. And yes, in some groups they may be prevailing. And please drop in the comments, because I'm thinking about making different also videos on some insights I got from these experiences in certain groups. Actually, I already recorded one video, but they can be very triggering, right? So I'm a little bit not really going into that topic. But generally speaking, these are thought patterns, and like one of these thought patterns, which is then represented by one of these demons, entities, archetypes, yeah, is, oh, I or we are the truth, and all the others are wrong. Is one thought pattern. Yes. And many, many more. I mean, 72, right? So this is also, if we are not in any group, these thought patterns can, or demons, shayateen, because they are working through our nervous system, through our blood system, they can impact, right? And we can be totally alone in a cave and still having these thought patterns. So this is a personal journey, and this is not about also spiritual groups. This is like also for political movements. This is for companies, right? Because company can also have the same working type, like what we call a sect. Oh, all the other companies are bad. Oh, this is not good. We are the only right one. I mean, in a certain, of course, way, it's also healthy. Keep on smudging, yes. But not so much. But there is a point where it gets unhealthy, right? This can be in families. This can be, everywhere. And also one thing, what I see I just now, because now the explanation, I will not use the term group anymore, but thought patterns work with is, oh, tomorrow is the end of the world. And although we have to prepare for certain things to happen, right? But it's always in a general sense, in a worldwide sense, but also on a personal level, right? Because there can be the final war within ourselves, right? So what these are, and I just give two examples, like from the political and generally social point of view. Oh, there's gonna be like, I don't know, climate catastrophes, right? And from a religious point of view, oh, there's going to be the big war, or Armageddon, the end of the world. And different things play into it. It's like the fear manipulation. And yes, the devils work with fear. So also the fear that my company, my group, myself, I'm the only one right somehow. It's playing with the fear because it's keeping one stuck. One stuck where one is, right? Because then people get afraid to go out, to meet other people, to have an exchange, to have a critical view, to have reflections. This is all the blockages which comes into it. And then one of the very important things is that it plays also into the topic narcissism. I don't know if you guys are into that, but it's a very interesting topic because these are all also narcissistic, like when we talk on a very Jungian, psychological point of view, narcissistic patterns, right? And these are bondages. And when we go into the occult, into the, which the whole channel is about, right? Bondage is a black magic. It's like same. If you bond people, it doesn't matter through words, consciously, subconsciously, it doesn't matter. It's considered black magic, right? So, there is the fear, and the fear of something, of a war or something of like this, or a big catastrophe also plays into the thing of groups and different realities is that, oh, I have to stay here because here I will be safe when this happens, right? Oh, I cannot go out and talk to other people because they are astray. Yes. So this is an archetype and can happen everywhere, and it happens everywhere a lot. And thankfully, I think in the past it was way worse. Thankfully, we are living in times where we can inform ourselves, and we are living in times where the king of Shuhada, Imam Hussein, alayhi salam, and his 72 companions, they paid a blood price for this, right? Because they took a big amount of energy through the blood from this earth, right? A kurbani, yes. So we are thankful, and they shall be honored. And we may be thankful that already it is very easy for us not to imagine how it was before, right? So these are the 72 demons, 72 sects, and 72 martyrs, right? And it goes in cycles, of course, I would claim, because after the passing away of Solomon, peace be upon him, they came back, and then other prophets came, it again disappeared, more or less, and this goes in cycles. So this Imam Hussein and his shuhada, they've been living quite a time, and of course it's like getting a little bit worse. So, but definitely, generally speaking, I would also say on the historical level it gets better and better and better, because so much work is done through the ages, and God knows best. So then the astrology today, I'm making this video pretty much in the Kazimi of Mercury, which is the Mercury retrograde, and this means when the Mercury goes back, it's the conjuncts the Sun, right? And at the same time, it is the new moon in Scorpio, which is a very powerful, is to let go, to release old stuff, right? Opposition Uranus, so there are 4 planets in one line. Yes, I want to take this also as a... now we have a little bit of a Sufi souvenir shopping tour, as a thing that I have prepared those turquoise rings. Yes, some of them are gone, but I think there are 2 left. So if someone is... this is a Mercury exaltation, Sharaf al-Otarat, turquoises, very powerful turquoises, yes. If someone is interested, let me know. Contact me through Instagram or link in the description or WhatsApp. For communication, all Mercury matters, contracts, conscious, unconscious contracts. Also abundance. I mean, Mercury definitely is a planet that impacts all the other planets, right? It basically takes the color of the zodiac it is in, and it takes the color of this, basically also the planet which it is aligning with, right? And we are also, this is in the last degree of Scorpio. So yeah, I'm not so, there are other channels maybe that are more precise about the astrological timings, but the last degrees of Scorpio or of any sign it is taking place, they are like a really final closure, right, to see it like this. So it's a very powerful new moon. Yes. And now we come to the third thing that is connected to the number 72. It is the name and the archetype and name of Allah, Basit. We have the 72. Yes, for all the practitioners out there, we will share a very nice square. You can read that? I hope so. Maybe I should take another pen. This is... yeah, anyhow, I will just make it a little bit thicker. So the name Basit. Basit, which abjad is 72, right? It's the expander. So also if people have dreams where they have to go through narrow pathways, this is a good antidote for that. And also it's expanding the chains these 72 demons put on us, right? So it's expanding, and you might breathe and go out. And expansion in every sense, consciously, emotionally, materially, right? And it's meant also to destroy bondage, which are these chains basically, and which is also can be, there are other also methods to destroy bondage, which are the chains, what I just said. Like you can also give sadaqah or yes, kurban you can give, yes, as charity, yes. So we have 4 letters here. It should go in a 4x4, but it doesn't go. I mean, if you just take the numbers, yes. If you're interested in that, how to calculate squares and do your own squares, maybe become a practitioner, because there will be in future definitely more and more people awake to this. There will be thirst for that. You can check also on my homepage the pre-recorded courses, and yeah, it can be a journey, right? But other than that, I will write here the square for Basit. And you can write it and wear with you. It's a 3x3, as I said. And it's I'm just sharing now the huruf abjad squares, the letter and number squares. Because all the other things, people after the courses, they can calculate it. But that is still a little bit, I have to figure out how to explain. I don't know. It's not easy for me to explain. But it's the same methodology as used in the Shams al-Ma'arif, for example, right? Yes. So we write it like this. Sin 10 5 58 8 ba and alif together, 59 ta and 4. Yeah, I think you can see that, right? So yes, this is the name Basit, and yes, already the video is quite long, I guess. And now we make the intention for, I prepared a talisman here, which I also am doing for people specifically, but this will be on a general intention. Whoever made it until that point of the video and didn't say, okay, this is too boring, we will make this, we will burn this Basit square. Yeah, it's the same, right? Written with saffron ink. We will burn it for the intention of everyone who watches this video to have some expansion. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. إنه من سليمان وإنه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أتوا علي وأتوني مسلمين. Yes. All right. Thanks for watching. And if you like, I mean, I have the intention to make these things more, the fire talismans, also in the videos for removing this was for removing the bandage, inshallah. And yes, finishing certain things in this new moon. All right, enough said. Keep it up, keep the beats moving, like, subscribe, share, and have a very, very nice day. Salams.